tal amigos? Muy buenas tardes. Sean bienvenidos a una transmisión más de Spoken Learning. Yo soy Ricardo Olmos. And remember that we provide private lessons and we teach children and adults starting at 5-year-olds and up. So, as I say you every day, if you have a business, if you have a lot of people that is like a lot of Latino people with you in the US, please. And if you want to learn English, come join us in Spoken Learning. Remember that we teach private lessons from all kinds of people, young people, middle-aged people, people at any age, and most important, we teach you at the rhythm that you want, the things that you want to learn, and the way that you like to learn. Okay, and no, we're not only going to teach you how to speak in Spanish, we are going to teach you how to think in Spanish, which is really important because this is the best way to understand another language. Okay, so you can call us and or you can look for us in our social media, and you can schedule a private lesson so you can see how all the teachers will teach you, or even though you can choose the way you want to learn. Okay, so you can call or text us on the number 1-832-413-3166, and you can schedule a private lesson. Remember, all the classes are one-on-one, tailored for you, and most importantly, the classes are made for you. And today with our live session, guys, we are going to talk about one thing that it's very, very, very important, and one thing that it's how can I say it, like one of the movies that really changed the way of the movies in our country. And we are talking about one movie called Los Olvidados. Los Olvidados is this movie. Give me just a second, let me adjust my screen. Perfect. Los Olvidados is this movie that really make us see the reality about the Mexico that we used to live in our past. In remember that when you, the United States, were on the Second World War, it was the best time in Mexico to make movies because a lot of people immigrate from the United States to Mexico, people who work in movies. So that's why it was the golden time of movies in Mexico. So we're going to talk about this movie. And this movie, it's a Mexican movie filmed from February 6th until 9 of March from 1950 in the studios Tepeyac and some different locations in Mexico City. And it was the debut on cinema the 9th of November of the same year in the Cine Mexico. And it is written and directed by Luis Buñuel. This movie, guys, let me tell you just a little bit about this. This movie holds and teaches you the reality of Mexico. In Mexico, when you were in the Second World War, it happened that Mexico has a very, very good time because, of course, you were, and all the world was with troubles with the war. Mexico, their economy was going higher and higher and higher. This is what we call from 1940 to 1970 the Mexican miracle. Was the best moment of Mexico. So this movie portrays the idea of the fact that one Mexico, it's all good. Mexico was having a good economy, people were living right, but that's why they call them Los Olvidados, the forgotten ones. Okay, because it was the people who were still poor, who doesn't have any money, who never get the chance, never get the chance to move on or to do more things with their lives because they have no chance to do it. So this movie was the director Luis Buñuel obtained the the award of the best director on the Festival of Cannes in France, and it was named by the UNESCO as one of the best movies ever. And as I told you, Los Olvidados tells us a tragic story and a very realistic story about some kids in a, we can call them ghetto, or in a very, very poor place in the city of Mexico, how they don't have the chance to move on, to make better things in their life, because I mean, there were no chance for poor people. Sadly, this movie portrays the reality of our beautiful country. And this movie is about Buñuel always worked with the surrealism. Remember that Luis Buñuel has one short film that he made with Salvador Dali that it's called An Andaluz Dog, Un Chien Andalou. This movie is also has some scenes about surrealism in one of the dreams of one of the protagonists. Okay, so the obsession for Luis Buñuel to portrays always the idea of how Mexico was really really surreal. It really is magical if you see this movie. So this is actually not only they give an award of Cannes. A lot of people like this movie and say that it was a very very good film, and we can see that here. This is one of our best writers from 20th century, which was Octavio Paz. He said that. That Luis Buñuel in that movie showed the evolution of the surrealism. Okay, so please watch it. It's an amazing movie that really portrays the way that we could make awesome films in Mexico. And for the last, we can see some pictures here. Look at the pictures, the beautiful pictures that it's here. You can watch it, guys. You can please enjoy it. It's a movie that doesn't have too much violence. It's a movie who doesn't have like rated R scenes or anything like that. So it's suitable for teenagers and from older people. So please watch it because it's one of the best movies that it could ever made in Mexico. Okay, so and if you want to learn more about this and more, of course, how to speak in Spanish, remember that you can call us or text us to the number that is here, and the number is the 1832 413 3166, and you can schedule a private lesson. And remember, we provide private lessons to teach children and adults starting 5 year old and up. So age is not an excuse. If you have five, if your little kid has five, if you have 10, 20, 14, 15, 90, any age, it's not an excuse to learn a new language. Because remember, the more you know, the more your brain will work. And if you want to keep a healthy relationship with your brain and yourself, please learn a new language. It's the best way to keep up your mind in movement. Okay? So please, guys, if you want to learn, let me tell you one thing. All of our teachers, of course, are very well prepared, are professionals. They study to learn. And obviously, they study to learn, they study to teach. And they are very, very professional. And one of the most important things, they are native speakers. So we're not going only teach you how to speak in Spanish. We are going to teach you how to speak in Spanish like a real local. Okay? So please, guys, if you have this craving or if you have the need to learn a new language, come and join us to Spoken Learning. We are truly the best option to learn Spanish. And remember, you can schedule this private lesson for free. You can call us, you can text us, and you can look for us in social media as Spoken Learning. Okay? So remember, the number that you are going to call is the number 1832 413 3166, and please join us. I really wish to see you as my student. So, guys, I wish you to have a great, great, great weekend. Please call us or text us, and remember, we are here to help you to learn Spanish. Nos vemos en la próxima transmisión, amigos. Tengan un excelente fin de semana. Soy su amigo Ricardo Olmos y espero verlos pronto en